Greetings! Stay a while and listen to me, Marauderex, as we play more Unicorn Overlord. Alright, so we've basically done everything we can do in Cornea proper. So now we have to decide if we're going to go to Drakenhold or Elheim. And I'm actually going to go to Drakenhold. And there's two ways you can go. You can go through the north, which you don't really want to do, because I don't think you can get all the way down to the southern region. But the southern region and kind of working your way up kind of is how the battle levels seem to come together. Alright, so let's come down here, and we're just going to go south. And we've seen this kind of just off to the side. It's like the Drakenhold, Drakengard gates. Damned rebels, my wyvern shall tear you apart. The battle for Mir. And this is a level 9 stage. So, like, we could have done this a while ago, technically. Like, we didn't have to do all of the stuff around Cornea. Rebels here? Do they have a flag? I can't not do that. So, Drakenhold is under the same rule as Cornea. So they're kind of in the same state that we're in, except they don't have, you know, someone leading a rebellion to aid them. So, yeah. And wyvern units are kind of like the griffin units in terms that they are flying. Instead of axes, they carry spears. They have a lot of similar types of attacks, but instead of attacking entire rows, they attack columns mostly. But they also can inflict statuses once they get their fire breath. So I'm going to have you go there. And it really doesn't matter who I do any of this with. We are way over leveled. So this is just going to be kind of a breeze.
I'm ready to hit something.
But I do want to show off the wyverns if they survive. Yeah, that you guys are a little out of date for me. And yeah, he's just gonna take both of them out. Dual shot.
That's how it's done.
Yeah.
Told you I'm awesome.
And then we're just gonna have you go there. Because I was about to say, I think Lex's unit will stop that other wyvern knight.
Victory grows ever closer.
I mean, I could move him here just to make sure that they, yeah. Because no matter how high up they get, like, that's just going to be a thing. And I don't even think we're going to survive long enough to get another attack, so we'll wait to see more of them.
Done and dusted. All done.
And yeah.
Time for payback.
Let's go ahead and show off the boss of this, which is just not anyone I really need to even worry about, but like, your tank's dead, but the downside is they do have exceptional evasion. And because they are flying, their melee attacks count as ranged. So yeah, exceptional evasion. So having a dodge tank, probably not the best for this, but
Not looking great.
That'll do for now.
Alright, let's have you come in and finish
Yes,
this
sir.
off. I mean, I'm gonna
I'll
do
make it quick.
a little more damage, but like I'm not hitting them reliably, and that's where the problem lies. Because
Hope you've made your peace.
like I killed one and almost killed the other one. And Lex isn't gonna make it, so it doesn't matter. We're just gonna
Time for payback.
bash this guy into a rock
I didn't have a choice.
with a rock. Our hammers are basically giant rocks. I've not really seen too many stone hammers in fantasy settings. I mean, I get why, like, it's not super practical. They will chip and crack. But, you know, fantasy setting, you can, you know, this is, you know, near invulnerable stone.
Joseph!
And here we meet Virginia.
Do mine eyes deceive me, Virginia? You were but a teenager when last we met, but now you stand a princess fair and true.
A lot can change in 10 years.
Indeed it can. I'm relieved to see you safe.
The same to you. When our scouts brought word of your army's approach, I knew I had to verify the report for myself.
Scouts, my lady? But I was led to believe you were in hiding.
I was sent here to Drakenhold 10 years past, as a refugee when Galerius brandished his sword against our family. I've been in the care of their second prince, Gilbert, ever since.
Forgive me for not coming to your aid sooner.
There's nothing to forgive. My attendant Leia sees my every need fulfilled and more.
The issue at hand, your ladyship?
Yes, yes. Go on then.
The good Prince Gilbert is currently amassing troops at Marauderex in hopes of recapturing his castle. We ask that you and your soldiers cooperate in that siege. But such a request must surely meet the approval of your commander. Might we solicit an audience?
Oh, I almost forgot. Where is he? Huh?
It's been too long, Virginia.
Is that you, Elaine? I barely recognized you, grown as you are. You know, I can still remember when you were just a babe at your mother's breast. And now look at you, even taller than I am.
I believe I was 7 when last we met, and weaned for years by then.
What I mean to say is, I'm proud of you. That, and that my blade belongs to this liberation of yours from here forward.
Your ladyship, please. Have you forgotten you're still under Prince Gilbert's protection? This isn't a decision you should make without at least consulting him first.
I don't need his protection, not anymore. Though, I admit, I owe him quite a lot for what he's done. I don't plan on letting that debt go unpaid. Which is exactly why Elaine here is going to help us, yes? Everybody wins by my count. Satisfied? If not, there's always room at my side for a hard-to-please attendant.
Hey, you sure about this? She seemed more like a windstorm than a princess.
Queen Elenia often spoke of how young Virginia reminded her so greatly of herself as a child. And I must say, the resemblance is striking.
She was always more sister than cousin to me, in truth. Whenever I needed an ear, hers was the first I'd pull. In any case, Leia, the Liberation Army will answer your call. And thank you again for the kindness you've shown Virginia all these years. I know she can be a bit difficult.
'Tis no greater kindness than yours, Prince. Cornia's aid is a beacon of light in our darkest hour. Know that my life is ever in your service, and that of the glory of Drakenhold.
So Virginia is basically Queen Elena, just younger. If you remember way back in the first fight that we did, that was kind of the the tutorial battle where we had her team. She is the same. It's the same type of class where she has a sword and 2 shields. And Virginia doesn't start promoted, so I think she only has access to 1 shield, even though her character model has 2. Your checkpoint is Zenoir is no longer, Your Highness. So now we can go in and out of Drakenhold as we want. And we get a standard military treatise. And 20 renown. So we got 50 from that. That's not terrible. New quest, the General in Black. Drakenhold. Elaine, from this point forward lies what used to be the Grand Kingdom of Drakenhold. Sadly, it's now fallen entirely into Zenoiran hands. So, there's also a great deal of animosity between Drakenhold and Cornea. I don't really understand why. Like, they talk about it mostly just, you know, history of bad blood. And we hear about General Berengaria. And Berengaria is probably one of the best units in the game. And just so happens to have a connection to Travis. If we don't liberate this region now, we'll come to regret it later, I can promise you that. The General in Black. And we cannot progress farther. So what I actually want to do is I want to go ahead and, like, this is only a level 10 fight, so it doesn't really matter. But I want to go ahead and travel to a fort and look into expanding units. We want to kind of open up another team. And I'm going to go ahead and build this one up. And what I can do now is I can actually take Fran and Miriam. So I don't want to take Fran or Miriam, but we're gonna start this. This is gonna be the start of a new unit. And I keep messing up with the unit formation. We are going to add Virginia. And we are going to add Kitra. So let's move you there. So this is going to be our Blue Rose Knight team, which is, was that Kitra? No, that's Nina. I moved the wrong person. There we go. And so we can put, Leah there, and we could put Leah with Virginia. They have a lot of rapport, but I kind of want to make sure that I've got her with her original knights, which are Fran, Miriam, Kitra. And then once we expand, I can move Leah into that team, and we'll have the blue, because I kind of want them all to be a thing, mostly just for story purposes. And I can move Yana to this unit, and basically have nothing to do with Colm at the moment. I could put Tatiana and Monica here, but like that's not a solid team. That's a backup team at best. But this team probably do all right. Like, I actually probably could put, like, someone else in that team. I will need to change... I will need to change Yana's, because she's in a group with 2 flyers now, technically. And we want to change that, prioritize flying, and back row. So that'll focus on Pamela, who, again, not our strongest, but I do have a black iron axe that I haven't been using. We'll go ahead and give that to you. I mean, I could give that to him. I do kind of need some better equipment. I feel like I've been neglecting some of my equipment because we've got a lot of Baroque stuff. I could throw in the Lifeblood Staff for resurrection. I don't really need to resurrect anyone in this team. And I've talked about the Heaven's Wing stuff, accuracy and evasion for both of those, and I'm fairly positive those are the only copies of those weapons. So I don't want to take them off Oclise, but I actually could move her to the front. She's going to work pretty well as a dodge tank as well, especially if I give her something evasion based. She has hasten strike, so I could start off with counter and just actually no, I'm going to give Virginia that. Let's go ahead and go with a Silken Scarf for some extra evasion. And then Virginia... Oh, she already has the Blue Rose shield, and so she already has 2. So she gets another accessory slot when she promotes. So right now she's not great. She has a Royal Guard shield, which will help recover some HP. Black Iron Shield is just crit rate, but that is actually a pretty decent shield. Black Iron Sword. And let's see. I believe, yeah, I was about to say, I believe you need some new stuff as well. I could go with a Baroque Sword over the Bronze, which is not great, but it's better than nothing. Bronze Shield, I could go with a White Knight Shield for life share. And it does increase her stats. I can increase guard rate. That one's got higher physical defense and higher guard rate. That one's got higher HP. We'll go ahead and go with that for now. Tatiana, I think the Iron Staff is probably the best of what we've got. And then, what to actually give her? I don't have any other... I've got a Lapis pendant we could go for. Because what does she have? She has Lifesaver, Refresh, and Quick Heal. So really all she's doing is healing. So that's okay. Like, this is, again, not the best team. And I could do... there's really not anything I want to do. Like, if I had another Vitality Talisman, I'd probably do that. So you'll just get... Or no, not a Brown Beret. That's not what you need. You need a Bronze Bangle. And you have an accessory. You're a frontliner, so I can give you pretty much anything and you'll be fine. Like, I could give you some gauntlets. I could give you a silken scarf. I can give you a brown beret, increase your attack a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work for now. And this will be alright until we can get some extra people to round out that group. Alright, so let's go back. Oh, I didn't... Okay, I can't fast travel to that? Oh, I can. I was going to say, I should be able to fast travel to that. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and do this level 10 fight that we are over-leveled for. It will catch back up to us very quickly. So...
Oh, how far the mighty fall. Our great General Berengaria rotting away in a cage.
It's the least you deserve for double-crossing Zenoira.
Hilarious. You oppress a continent, devise cowardly schemes, and still have the gall to judge other people's morals.
What schemes do you speak of?
I'm not sure if you're playing dumb or just living the reality. I mean your plan to besiege Prince Gilbert in the Colosseum. Zenoira will shove out any street rat that fits into a uniform, if it means keeping their failed defensive afloat. How terrifying.
We'll see how sharp that tongue of yours is once the executioners cut it from your skull. Go on and keep talking while you still can.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like Travis's little lessons might actually come in handy.
And she references Travis. The connections. So this is a very large scale fight. So I'm kind of glad that I've got a fair number of units. And I step into Drakenhold and it's already quite different from the Cornian countryside we're used to. Towns aren't just isolated specks on a dusty map, but sprawling web of connected dwellings. Liberation's command post is captured. We have to capture 3 different places. That's a lot. And there's actually people that we have to talk to during this quest section. So keep that in mind. Now I didn't make the Rose Knights. I kept Fran as the leader so I can keep them as a flying unit. They'll have less stamina,
To the skies.
but I think they will benefit more from being a flying unit. Okay.
At your service.
And so even, the fact that I'm level 14, that's just not a good pairing against... we've also got Cell Swords, which are
You'll not be disappointed.
the male version of Berenice, which I'm blanking on what is her actual class? Or she's a sellsword. Okay, I think it's when they promote that they have different names maybe, but they're basically the same class, just male and female variant, which is interesting because very few classes get that. Most classes, like all the Griffin Knights, female. That's just the long and short of it. So, but there are and then there's a couple of classes, like there's thieves, and then there's like masked thieves, which are basically the same thing, except all of their character models have masks.
I stand ready.
So,
Your will shall be done.
Awaiting your command.
alright, we are going to send you here to get stuff. And I'm going to leave Elaine there for a moment.
Any who bar my path must perish.
And 2 damage as I take them out. That's also going to be a fairly decent...
I'll never hold myself back.
damage dealing team.
We shall make proper use of this.
Giant's Canopy protects us against stage damage,
Witness the might of an angel. I take to the skies.
and that is super helpful.
To me.
And I'm just going to kind of sit and let certain things play
Be
out.
cut down.
Let's see how this battle actually plays out. Heavy smash for an instant kill. Almost a kill. And finished him off.
Over here.
And killing chain. That's, you know, not terrible. And yeah, that's just not a fight that's really going to work out in their favor.
A trivial undertaking.
Alright, I'm actually going to have Elaine take the southernmost. And then we're just going to work our way right. Zenoiran Cleric. Alright, you come down here. Take them out. And you guys just run headfirst into death and destruction.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
Like, I don't understand.
I shall hold nothing back.
Like, they've got a plan, and that plan is die.
For the liberation.
Alright,
Awaiting your
we'll have you go back up there, because you can make it very quickly.
I'll not go easy on you.
And do some damage to you. And let's do some
Nowhere is too
damage.
far.
That's not a lot of damage to you. Let's have
I
you
stand ready.
come down here and do some
At
damage to her.
Blasphemous fool.
And we've captured this unit as well. So,
An offering to the heavens. You'll not
And-
disappoint I depart.
I think
I claimed it as
when we get into a fight and we get into the XP screen at the end, several people's levels are red. I think that means that they are too high to get the full XP. That's how you know you're too high a level.
I have arrived.
Alright, and we can deploy units from here. So we're gonna deploy,
time to earn my keep.
and hey, there's some story bits that's gonna happen.
Fate is a cruel mistress indeed. Is it such a crime to simply walk the streets? How was I meant to know we were to stay in our homes? I need you now more than ever, Hilda.
You there.
Who are you?
Nobody more than a simple sellsword. Now, come. My patron demands your presence.
Me? But
I love both of these characters. Prim is...
sir, would you care to tell me where we're going?
We should be clear of them by now.
You mean I'm saved? But why?
Let's merely say I have dues to settle with Zenoira. There's no time for that now, though. Run. As fast and far as you can.
Wait,
she doesn't have much, but it's the combination of Prim and Aramis. And so now she is just going to be a NPC that we have to get to now. Otherwise, she is going to die. And if that happens, we lose her as a character.
Your will shall be done. So? Yep.
And I'm actually going to see if I can hasten... Yes, I'm going to hasten the call so that our flying unit can get there a little bit faster.
I swear it.
And
You'd better run.
take them out And
I stand ready.
the problem with this is
We'll see how tough they are.
she's probably going to run into that. So let's go up and around. There we go. And that's enough to kill you. And we want to talk especially before
Barely worth my time.
that guy attacks her with his charge skill. That is something that will happen, and it will suck. And I don't really have any other super fast units.
No surprise there. Go on.
So we're just going to kind
Let
of
me fight already.
take advantage of that. I'm actually going to go ahead and send you over here to deal with that. Excuse me, sir. I know this is a bit out of the blue, but are you the one that's fighting Zenoira? I'd be glad to help if so. Oh, but where are my manners? I'm Prim, a cleric with the Palavian Orthodoxy. It could. It very much could. Prim has joined the Liberation. And now that Prim has joined the Liberation, a little more story happens.
You're late. Where in the seven hells have you been?
That's a difficult question for me to answer. But I can tell you one thing. I strode headfirst into the den of despair. And there I found a single flower. A beautiful bloom like none you've ever seen.
What madness are you spouting now? No matter. I haven't the time for it. A skirmish has broken out in the nearby plains, and we're off to fortify the defenses. Stay here and stand watch.
I won't let you down.
So now we have to talk to Aramis's unit with Prim.
I wonder.
Yes. Yes, a skirmish with whom? Actually, I'm probably going to stop attacking one group.
I'll make it quick.
Just so that I don't take over all of the spaces. So I'm actually probably going to stop her from attacking.
Sir.
Alright.
Do you need a healer?
You...
I stand ready.
I'll help however I can.
come down here and get
Do you need a
that.
healer?
And...
Come then.
yeah, we're gonna deal with these guys.
A fine bout.
Let's actually have you withdraw and then deploy from here.
In service of the royal family, awaiting your
And then, yeah, we'll do that. Because that's probably going to play out a little bit better for us.
See ya.
Alright, you're still in range for that, and I don't like
You
that.
will not be disappointed. Your will
So,
shall be done.
you're going to go ahead and try to get over there as quickly as possible. And then I saw
Your villainy ends here.
an attack range. Is there something still farther south? I think there might be.
Ever closer. The path is set.
There is. There's still all of that. So I guess it doesn't matter that I'm having you
At your service.
come over here.
Understood.
So you can come
Let's
back.
take what's ours.
What is your attack range? Okay. Oh, and there's someone in the woods. Look there, that's the swordsman who freed me from my cell. Now that I think about it, I do remember him saying something about settling things with Zenoira. Maybe I can convince him to lay down his sword. So yeah, if we have Prim talk to
Any who bar my path must.
Aramis, he will join us as well. And I want him to join us.
I'm too tired to take flight.
And then I'm actually going to go ahead and just... And I love how damage, she would just die.
Setting off.
'Tis ours now.
And I'm not super worried about you, even though I can't do anything at the moment, so...
I need to rest my wings a moment.
What
Witness the might
valor
of an
skills
angel.
do I have? Oh, I have that teleport. We could teleport you back to, we could do that, and that way you can garrison and recover some stamina.
Come.
And almost enough to straight up kill him. And I skipped the story for that. It doesn't matter. It's Hagen's kind of...
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
Yeah, Hagen's kind of... Because he's not the boss.
Fatigue has struck.
Alright, I'm gonna have you rest. You come down here and get that.
So?
Go on.
You come here and
Won't
withdraw.
take long.
You
No mercy.
be beaten by a couple of... I mean, it's 2 clerics. That's just so much healing.
I'll be here if you need me.
We march.
And we'll deploy...
No
You...
surprise there.
And there's Berengaria. They just don't know when to quit, huh? Come on then, I'll bury every last one of you. There's only one person with armor that black, Zenorian General Berengaria. Why are her own men chasing after her? You're talking about a general, right? Yeah. So I have to talk to her with Elaine's unit. You would think
Onward.
Let's take what's ours.
that
Sure.
I could do this with Travis's unit and get the same result, but no, you can't.
My griffin needs a rest.
And you
I
can
stand ready.
rest.
Hope you've made your peace.
You guys are... Oh, you took out my swordsman, or swordswoman.
I'll make it quick.
Yeah, you guys are just... You're not hitting a dodge tank.
No hard feelings. Yeah? Won't
Oh,
take long.
I won't...
Let's
How
take
will
what's
I
ours.
not... How will I not do 1 point of damage? Well, you know what? I'm gonna do a point of damage.
See ya.
In fact, I'll do 5. Oh, hey, we finally reached this, so let's talk. Sir? It's you from before. Is there a reason you've returned after I so kindly set you loose from the walls that bound you? I was hoping to thank you, actually. Though I can't say I appreciated being left in the thick of combat like that. Thankfully, a resistance group calling themselves the Liberation showed up to keep me safe. You could have gotten me killed, you know? And he's like, oh, yes. What did you say just now? You could have gotten me killed. There were enemies. He's like, no, not that. What about the Liberation? Liberation Army, as far as I was told. Forgive me, the musing I must... but I needn't defend my fictitious support for Zenora any longer. This blade is far more than simply cutting flowers from their stems. He speaks with a very flowery pose, even for this translation. And now Aramis has joined the Liberation. And she has a fantastic ability. It does damage and it drains stamina. And let's talk.
Hold a moment. I take it you're General Berengaria.
And who's asking?
I am Elaine, commander of the Cornea Liberation Army.
Well, how about that? You've got the right of it. Berengaria is the name, but I'm no general anymore. Just a deserter on the run these days. And no enemy of yours, mind you.
Welcome news. If you're willing, I'd count you among our allies as well. Come, help us topple Zenoira's wicked reign.
Where are you? He's bolder than I expected. Guess I wouldn't mind playing along for a bit.
Berengaria is probably one of the best units in the entire game. She is just broken. Just tell me what to do and it'll be over before you know it. She is a axe-wielding Dark Marquis. She is just going to just outright destroy. Like,
make this mistake
this
twice.
is level 10 one person versus 3 level 10s. Like, what? Like, they've already taken some damage, but like,
I wasn't holding back before, and I definitely won't hold back now. Let's do this. At least try.
that is the best ability in the entire game. It is a start of battle ability. It completely incapacitates their stats, and then her follow-up attack is just a stun ability. So, and it attacks an entire row.
Facing me was your first mistake.
And
Well,
she's gonna do it again. This group will be a little bit more difficult because
out of my way.
they can do a little bit more damage, but I mean, still, look, she's doing some work.
Just tell me
I'm
what
gonna
to do.
have her actually come over
Loud and clear.
here, do that, and we've got that item. And
Go on. There in a second.
we're gonna go ahead.
We
Oh,
march. The path is set.
that's.
I'll not
Let's
fail
have you
you. As
withdraw,
you wish. I depart for now.
and then I'm gonna have you.
I'm here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, just to make sure everyone's got their max stamina. Have you come over here,
Service of the royal
because there's an item over here that we want to get, and there's probably someone hiding in that woods. And then let's just go ahead and deploy Lex's unit,
They will know what hit them.
so that because Berengaria is,
They won't escape.
she's not terrible at this point. Like, she's actually well beyond not terrible, but it is one versus many.
Face me.
So we kind of want to have her just
Fine
return.
bout.
And have you go there. But yeah, there's someone in the woods. We just ran into him.
Hope you've made your peace.
Yeah, so Leah is the only one actually getting reasonable experience from
I
that.
didn't have a choice.
And you're just
I shall hold nothing
pretty
back.
much gonna die. And
not fail.
I'm going to wild rush through you to help also speed up my process of getting to that
I've not
that item.
chosen my grave yet.
and
As expected.
there we
What
go.
would you ask? As you wish.
Now we've pretty much taken
Let's take
this
what's ours.
map,
Sure.
and we'll just send everyone down here. Holy crap! Oh, it's because that's
On it.
Looks like
an
the
archer.
place.
Like, why is that doing so much damage? Oh, right, my one archer is in this.
Victory grows ever closer.
We'll get several more archers once we hit Elheim,
Gaze
and I
upon the
could
face of your
recruit
demise.
generic ones, but we'll get some unique archers once we hit Elheim.
A trivial undertaking.
Your
All
very
right, so
end
we have basically taken over this entire map. And I'm going to say, I'm not going to hit with that. Like, that's just not going to do too much damage.
Easy now.
And all 3 hits just miss. And kinda sucks. You're not hitting me, but...
Is that better?
And Keen Edge does help because I think it is True Strike. So... And that's fantastic, because that means all of their dodge tanks are down. So... But Parting Blow kinda sucks. Yeah, only 2 XP for all of them. And it's because I'm, you know, level 14. I'll have you, because you've got Leah who's level 9, so she can at least get some decent XP off of this.
Time for payback.
And yeah, we've beaten this, and we got all 3 people. So I was just talking about needing more units.
No hard feelings.
We've got them. And stage clear. 1 minute, 7 seconds out of 3 minutes. 22 units defeated. 15 honors. That's not bad. There's going to be a lot of story, too.
We've done it, Prince Elaine. Zenoira's grip on this land is no more.
A feat only possible through your unceasing effort. Now, allow me to present a former general in their ranks. This is Berengaria.
I said it wouldn't be easy, but I guess this is you we're talking about.
Ren!
Travis, what in the devil's tail are you doing here?
I should be asking you the same thing. Why's my own sister siding with Zenoira? Did you forget what those bastards did to our father? How they slaughtered him before our very eyes? Answer me!
I can't. Not yet. But what about you, huh? I told you plain, I don't want you near me. Now go home and bury yourself in your beloved books, why don't you?
Things have changed, Ren. I fight to sever the hand of tyranny, while you sit here feasting out of its palm.
That's not fair. You know it.
I wasn't aware they were siblings. Not especially close ones, it would seem.
I'd suggest you stay out of it, Leia. They say time heals all wounds, but a scar that deep may take an entire lifetime.
So they're siblings. They were roommates. No. So yeah, that's the twist. Berengaria, the Zenoiran general, is...
Please be safe, Hilda.
Is she a friend of yours?
My sister, actually. A fearless warrior who tears through the skies atop the most graceful wyvern you've ever seen. But despite all that, I can't help but worry about her.
I can understand the feeling.
Oh, where are my manners? I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Prim, a cleric in service of the Palavian Church.
And I, a simple wanderer. You can call me Aramis.
Sir Aramis, then. Allow me to thank you again for retrieving me from that horrible place.
Please, it was nothing worth such embellishment. Just indulging a selfish urge to help those in need.
Selfish? I can't imagine anything less. You and Hilda are quite alike, actually. Both pursuing a noble cause far beyond just yourselves. Oh, and you'll be joining the Liberation too, yes? We can make the trek back to camp together if you'd like.
Apologies, but I think I'll stay here a moment.
Is something wrong? If you need healing from the battle, I'd be more than glad to oblige.
Thank you, but I'm all right. I'll be but a few footsteps behind.
Very well then. I'll be waiting for you.
Do you make a habit of eavesdropping, or am I the lucky exception? Show yourself. And speak, if you've words for me.
Ooh, they have some sort of connection as well. Interesting. The plot thickens. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and save. And we'll save here. And this is where I'm going to start making sure I save staggering, because there are several characters in this part of the game that we can miss. And we get our first silver bangle. 30 renown, and even more story. I'll give everything I've got to see Sonoria burn. Berengaria joined the Liberation. I'll do my very best to help you all. Trim join the Liberation. My name is Aramis, a wandering mercenary. Allow me to lend my blade to the Liberation's cause. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here because this has been a long one, and I will see you all in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.